Okay, so Maiden's Tower is a tower that's located in this body of water off the coast of Istanbul in the Bosphorus Strait thing. And it's a tower. It's like a little tower, like it almost looks like a lighthouse, right? Okay. So there are many legends that surround this mystical tower, but nobody knows what actually happened. So I'm just going to tell you one of the legends. Alright, so one of the legends was there was this sultan, but he had this daughter. And one day he went to the fortune teller, mystical person of the time, and the mystical mystical person was all like, yo, okay, your daughter is like totally gonna be bit by a snake when she turns 18. And so like the sultan was all like, what? No way, that's fucked up, because like I'm the fucking sultan and I can do whatever I want. So he like decided to build this tower in the middle of like this waterway so that way nothing could get to her. And so he put his daughter in the tower, and she was like hanging out there and everything, and she was all like, you know, this kind of fucking sucks, but I'm like an Ottoman woman, so what can I do, right? Because I'm an Ottoman woman, I can't do anything but just fucking sit around with a veil on my face and be a bitch. Well, anyway, so the whole point of this whole like Maiden's Tower thing is the oracles were like, oh bitch, you gonna get bit by a snake. But then on her 18th birthday, because her dad was so like, damn, you know, like we did so much, you know, like we put you in a tower and you didn't get bit by a snake, so I'm gonna send you a big basket of all this, you know, like exotic fruit. And in that basket of exotic fruit, lo and behold, there was a snake. And the snake totally bit her ass and killed her. And that was the Maiden's Tower tragic story. That's one of them. That's my least favorite one, actually. There's another one, and this is my favorite. I love this one. Okay, so it was the, you know, sultan. This sultan was all like, ooh, I've got a pretty daughter, and, you know, like, she's all hot and shit. And, like, he had betrothed her to someone. Betrothed, like, you know, like, made her, like, being all hooked up with someone else. Oh my god. I can't believe you're getting this on film. Anyway, okay, so he was all like, yo, you're gonna marry this chick. I mean, like, chick, you're my daughter. You're gonna marry this dude. And she was all like, cool. You know, whatever, I'm just like a fucking sultan's daughter, doesn't matter. But then she went to court one day and she met this like super hot dude. Even though she had like her little veil on, you know, like she had like one of those sexy Ottoman veils. Like not the ones that like you couldn't see anything, but like the kind of ones where you kind of like see a little bit. Yeah, so like this dude totally falls in love with her. And he was all like, dude, you're like fucking hot. And like, I want to marry you, and like, I'm in court, so obviously I have a good job, and I have like, you know, like land in a kingdom, and whatever the fuck I've got, I don't know, I'm not like some peasant or like a eunuch or anything like that. And she was like, hot, yo. So she was like totally in love with this guy. Not totally in love, but you know, she wanted to do dirty things to him. And so anyway, so her dad finds out, because like her bed woman, the woman who goes to their beds and like puts hot cold, the freaking maid, dude, the maid. So the maid was all like, yo, Sultan, you better watch out for your daughter because she wants to do dirty things to this dude. And the Sultan was all like, fuck that shit, that's my daughter. And so he builds this like fucking tower in the middle of the Bosphorus just so he can put her in it and then like keep her there to keep the evil guy who probably has a really good job. I mean, like, he's not a bad guy. I don't see what the problem is here. He puts her in this tower that he builds because he doesn't want the dude to like deflower her, defile her, or whatever that word is. Even though probably she defiled herself plenty of times before that, because who hasn't? And so this hot dude knew she was in there, and so he would visit her. Wait, did he visit her? I can't remember if he visited her or not, but he tried to visit her. No, let's just go on and say that he visited her, and they had this hot, torrid love affair, and they were so in love, and every night he would take a little rowboat out, and he would visit her, and they would like talk about like all kinds of cool shit, you know, like that couples talk about, like, you know, like what kind of music you like and stuff like that. And it was really cool. You know, like back in the day, it wasn't like what kind of music do you like, it was like what kind of pan flute do you like, you know? I mean, so it was really boring. But one day, the Sultan found out that the dude was coming to see her, and he was all like, you know, no one's allowed to see my daughter for whatever weird edible complex he had. And so he caught the prince and he slit his throat. And then he killed her. But the real story, actually, I mean, those are just two legends, but the real story is that it's like a fucking Greek tower that's used as a lighthouse. Completely unromantic. So even though the third story I told was much more realistic, I kind of prefer the second. First one's okay. Second, best one ever. And third one, just bullshit. Done.